accidents, flight cancellations, and delays. And a nor'easter now strengthening on the heels of that record holiday travel rush. Rob has the latest.
Bitter battle, the new turn in the impeachment showdown as President Trump heads to London for the NATO summit. His lawyers sending a message overnight, now refusing to participate in that new round of high-stakes hearings about to get underway.
Mass shooting, the urgent investigation after gunfire erupts in New Orleans, French Quarter. 10 people shot, with officers just feet away.
Terror takedown. New video this morning shows these two heroes trapping the terrorist on London Bridge. Their makeshift weapons, how they helped stop the deadly stabbing spree.
Speaking out.
Thank you so much for your patience, or if you've stuck around for 9 months just waiting.
Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, returning to her famous YouTube channel for the first time. What she's saying as her parents fight charges and possible jail time in the college admissions scandal.
Dolphin danger. The family furious, claiming they paid to have their 10-year-old daughter swim with the dolphins on vacation, but instead she was attacked.
And Cyber Monday Mania, the best savings of the season dropping right now on iPads, phones, and travel. Where to look for the deepest discounts before the clock runs out.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
And Good Morning America. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. It's great for us to welcome Mary Bruce up from Washington in her weekday GMA anchor debut.
This is applause. Applause time, right? Yes.
It is so exciting to be here. It's great to see the whole gang in person,
Yes.
and it is nice to have a little bit of an escape from wild Washington. Although with this weather, I'm just happy I made it at all. And the holiday weekend is going to last a little bit longer for some students who are waking up to school closings and delays here on the East Coast as that nor'easter strengthens.
Yeah, the storm already creating a mess as millions of folks still trying to get home from the holiday. And take a look at this. This was at the Giants-Packers game in New Jersey Sunday. They actually, well, they had to shovel the field at times to try to play that game. Well, they didn't help the Giants at all, whether you could see the field or not. But still, that's how nasty the snow and the weather was.
And more snow is on the way right now. Stephanie Ramos is going to start us off in Albany, New York, where the snow is coming down. I think it's coming down right now. Stephanie, how are you?
It is, George, and we'll likely see about 20 inches of snow here in Albany. That's including snowfall from yesterday, some of it piled up right here, and what we're expecting later today. Governor Cuomo has placed the National Guard on standby as this winter storm moves through the state, leaving behind a mess across the country. This morning, extreme blizzards barreling through the Midwest and heavy snow in the Northeast. As travelers head home after the holiday weekend, conditions starting out icy in upstate New York. Cars seen on the side of the interstate after skidding off the road. State police and emergency crews attempting to assist stranded drivers. In Albany, a total whiteout. Vehicles struggling to maneuver through more than a foot of snow. Drivers abandoning their cars, including semis altogether. Neighborhoods left completely buried as plow trucks brave the treacherous conditions. The New England region also preparing for a similar predicament. Massachusetts deploying an army of salt trucks as residents hit the grocery stores to stock up on supplies. At the nation's airports, chaos as more than 500 flights canceled Sunday. This plane stuck in the grass after sliding off a taxiway in Buffalo. And in Connecticut, frustration mounting as delays and cancellations ensued at Bradley Airport. Ramps and runways blanketed in inches of snow, while passengers are left stranded trying to book new flights home. This dad and his 4-year-old spent more than 15 hours at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago after multiple flights to Minnesota were grounded.
When you're traveling with a kid for the first time, be prepared for anything and just pretend like everything's fine, and the kids will believe it too. So it's been not fun.
It's snowing lightly right now, but it is expected to pick up later this afternoon. And just to put this all into perspective for you, here in Albany, they typically see about 13 inches of snow for the entire month of December. The state will likely surpass that snow total today. Mary.
Stephanie, thank you. Now get inside and warm up. It is also dangerous, of course, out on the roads where sleet, snow, and rain are making for some tricky driving conditions as the morning rush gets underway. Gio Benitez is in Sussex County, New Jersey with more. Gio, good morning.
Hey, Mary, good morning. Yeah, for those on the morning commute or just travel.
All right, a little bit of a trouble there with Geo. Now, TJ, let's see. Rob, I think, has some weather this morning.
Yeah, and Rob, a lot of people still trying to make their way home after this holiday stay, all right? Some getting an extended holiday because they're getting stuck somewhere, but he has the very latest for us. Whole team tracking this for us. Good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning, TJ. You really had left yesterday morning to beat any of this, and it's a really slow-moving system and only growing in size. So it started off as sleet and freezing rain and snow, and now it's changed to rain in some spots. It's going to be all snow before too long. We've got winter storm warnings that are posted as far south as Asheville, North Carolina, up the spine of the Appalachians, and then really the core of it is across parts of the Northeast. So let's zoom into that. Really, it has been all snow all the time for parts of central and eastern New York. Anywhere you go about an hour north of the city, and it's a big old mess. So I-90, I-87 north of Poughkeepsie has been all snow. Winter storm warnings still posted there. And then 6 to 12 inches additionally of what they've already had is what we expect from, say, Syracuse, Binghamton. You get over towards Albany, cross the border, across the Mass Pike into Massachusetts, where they'll see significant amounts of snow. And then 1 to 3 in New York City, Philadelphia, up through Boston could see another 5-6 inches of snow when it turns back to snow, because right now it's just rain across parts of the Northeast. But here, 6:30 tonight, during the afternoon rush, snow, all snow. I-95, all snow. And tomorrow morning, all snow in Boston. So this is a long duration event here for the first week of December. George.
This week. Okay, Rob, thanks very much. We're going to go to Washington now, where the impeachment showdown enters an intense new phase this week. As President Trump heads to London for the NATO summit today, House Intelligence Committee members will have their first look at Chairman Adam Schiff's report that makes the case for impeachment. On Tuesday, that committee will vote to send the report to the House Judiciary Committee, which will hold its first impeachment hearings Wednesday. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega is tracking all the latest. And Cecilia, overnight, we learned that the president's lawyers have decided not to participate, at least for now, in those Judiciary Committee hearings.
Yeah, exactly, George. Good morning to you. It came in the form of a letter to House Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler. They are blasting him and this whole next phase. They basically say that the president is not going to participate because they have no idea who the witnesses are that are going to be called. They say that an invitation to participate in an academic discussion gives the president no semblance of fairness in all of this process. Now, we heard from some Democrats this weekend. They're suggesting that if the president is innocent, he should want to participate, and they want to hear his explanation for all of this. It was just a few weeks ago, you'll remember, George, that the president himself suggested that he actually might want to participate in this. At least for now, it seems like that is not happening, and the White House is going to continue with this defense of stonewalling this investigation.
None of the president's top aides have testified right now. Meantime, though, they are at least leaving open, the White House lawyers leaving open the possibility of participating later in the process.
Yeah, and they're asking Nadler for some details on his plans for the upcoming proceedings. They want to know if he'll allow more witnesses to testify. They want to know if he could call witnesses and if they'll be able to cross-examine some of these new witnesses. George, we are, though, seeing some semblance of cracks in the ranks among Republicans. At least a few are discussing whether the president should or should not participate. There's some difference and division on that. Some suggest that the president might want to participate, and especially if he can present evidence, but others are saying he should stay out of this. This has not been a fair process from the start.
In the meantime, Cecilia, the president is flying to London this morning for that NATO summit, and those meetings have been very fractious meetings under President Trump.
Oh, certainly so, Georgia. And you know this because President Trump has suggested that NATO should be obsolete. This comes at a time when the U.S. is reducing its contributions to NATO's budget. But he's got a number of meetings scheduled with world leaders. Of course, all this happening in the midst of the British elections. Those are happening in just a few days. The Brits want him to stay out of their domestic policies. We shall see.
Cecilia Vega, thanks very much, Mary.
Should be a very busy week in Washington. Now, of course, the race for 2020 this morning. Another candidate is dropping out. Montana Governor Steve Bullock now joins the 12 others who have withdrawn so far. But the Democratic field still remains very crowded. 16 are still in the race. And now the top contenders are barnstorming across Iowa with just a few weeks left before the first big test there. Our Eva Pilgrim is there. And Eva, Joe Biden is hoping to get a boost with a new bus tour with an unusual but very classic Biden name.
That's right, Mary. Joe Biden's launching his biggest push yet here in Iowa with this right here, the bus. He is calling it the No Malarkey Bus Tour. And the former vice president says he came here because he knows he has to show up in order to earn votes. And that's what we're seeing from a lot of candidates here as they try to get face time with voters.
This morning, the battle for Iowa. With just 9 weeks until the Iowa caucuses, the Democratic candidates out in full force. Former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Elizabeth Warren have been leading in Iowa, but the latest polling in the Hawkeye state shows the competition heating up. The most recent Des Moines Register poll putting Mayor Pete Buttigieg on top.
Andrew Yang,
Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden.
This as voters are being bombarded with the candidates' pitches. Over 5,000 ads airing just this week, including this Buttigieg ad about limiting tuition-free college.
We should move to make college affordable for everyone. There are some voices saying, well, that doesn't count unless you go even further, unless it's free even for the kids of millionaires. But I only want to make promises that we can keep.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Bernie Sanders supporter, slamming the new Iowa frontrunner, tweeting, "This is a GOP talking point used to dismantle public systems, and it's sad to see a Dem candidate adopt it." Meanwhile, Biden kicking off an 8-day, 18-county, 800-mile road trip across the state. The No Malarkey bus tour making stops in many rural communities.
We're going to win this race. We're going to beat Donald Trump. And I promise you, we're going to change America.
And Warren trying a new campaign tactic. At a town hall, she took questions from the crowd after speaking for just 8 minutes.
I was wondering if there was ever a time in your life where somebody you really looked up to maybe didn't accept you as much.
Leading to this emotional moment with a young voter.
You got to take care of yourself first and do this. Give me a hug.
And this morning, some of those candidates are feeling the pressure. With less than 2 weeks to qualify, just 6 of those 16 candidates in the crowded field of Democratic hopefuls have made the cut for the next debate. Mary.
Eva, thank you. It is going to be quite the sprint over these next few weeks. TJ?
All right, Mary, we're going to turn now to this urgent investigation underway in New Orleans after a mass shooting in the city's French Quarter. Gunfire erupted there on Sunday, injuring at least 10 people. ABC's Victor Oquendo is on scene for us. Victor, hello to you.
Good morning, TJ. It all happened along this sidewalk here behind us. Canal Street was packed at the time. Now police are investigating. They're looking at surveillance from the area, but this morning, still no arrests and no motive. This morning, New Orleans police on the hunt for the people behind the mass shooting just outside the famed French Quarter over the holiday weekend.
We got a total at Charters and Canal. We're going to need EMS here as well.
10 people shot, 2 transported to the hospital in critical condition, 1 shot in the chest, the other in the torso. Tens of thousands of college football fans in town for the Bayou Classic between Grambling and Southern universities. Additional officers on duty for the big game just feet away when they heard the first shots on Canal Street.
They were right there when it occurred. They heard the shots. Again, they were under the impression that they may have been fired upon because the shots were so close.
Officers swarming the scene, but amid the chaos with so many people out hours after the game, authorities say it was initially tough to tell where the shots were coming from. One person of interest taken into custody near the scene, interrogated by police. The mayor of New Orleans calling the shootings an ugly disruption of an otherwise beautiful holiday weekend, adding that the tragedy will not define us. 3 years ago to the date, an almost identical scene on Bourbon Street after the Bayou Classic. 10 people shot the Sunday after Thanksgiving in 2016. And that shooting in 2016 happened just a few blocks away. As for this weekend, police are urging the public to come forward. They're offering a reward for information. George?
Yeah, they got to get to the bottom of this one. Okay, Victor, thanks very much. We're going to go overseas now to a brutal crackdown in Iran. Hundreds have been killed by government forces confronting mass protest after a sudden spike in fuel prices. It's the deadliest political unrest there since the revolution in 1979. And our foreign correspondent James Longman has the latest details. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, George. These protests broke out after an at least 50% increase in gas prices. And following a brutal crackdown, they've morphed into a wider call to bring down the Iranian government. Information is patchy because of internet blackout initiated by the government. But over the last 2 weeks, local journalists and rights groups say at least 180 people have been killed, 2,000 wounded and 7,000 detained. Now, all this is linked to U.S. sanctions on oil exports, which are clearly taking their toll. That was a move by Donald Trump to force Iran back to the negotiating table over its nuclear program. It's putting real pressure on the government and the ruling clerics, especially since these protests are concentrated in poorer areas normally loyal to the regime. Huge huge protests back in 2009 gained worldwide attention, but the current demonstrations look to be more widespread and have already left more people dead. This represents a major challenge to the government's power and authority. Mary?
James, thank you. Now to new details about that terror takedown in London. New video this morning shows those two heroes using some very unconventional weapons to stop the suspect on a deadly stabbing spree. Our senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is at London Bridge with more. Ian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mary. That's right. A vigil's just been held here at London Bridge, in fact, for the victims of that attack. And we now know that, tragically, they were both young people dedicated to help ex-offenders, exactly like the man who killed them. This morning, new details surrounding the brave bystanders who helped take down a terrorist in London. This video showing heroes fighting back, one of them even using the tusk of a narwhal whale.
They used fire extinguishers, they used chairs, they used these narwhal tusks ripped off the wall in the heat of the moment. They were determined that it wasn't going to go on, and they did exactly what they had to do.
Hundreds seen fleeing the area as the incident unfolded on Friday. The attacker, Usman Khan, was eventually killed by police at the scene.
We found no evidence to suggest anybody else was involved in this attack.
The incident tragically leaving 2 dead and 3 others injured. The deceased, both Cambridge graduates, 25-year-old Jack Merritt and 23-year-old Saskia Jones, both praised for their dedication to helping others. Overnight, a quote tweeted by Jones 3 years back, finding new significance. It read, "I hope that someday when I'm gone, someone somewhere picks my soul up off these pages and thinks, I would have loved her."
This is an attack on our community in many ways, and it was intended as such.
Police say Khan had ties with Al-Qaeda and had been eligible for early release from prison, serving just half of his 16-year sentence. Prime Minister Boris Johnson now calling the laws that allowed for his early release ridiculous and repulsive.
The practice of automatic early release, where you cut a sentence in half and let really serious violent offenders out early, simply isn't working.
Overnight, services were held for the victims of the attack. 2 of the injured remain in the hospital. So there are calls this morning for a review of sentencing guidelines for terrorist offenders. But Mary, I can tell you that in this case, tragically, it appears that all the rules were followed. Mary?
Just remarkable and so tragic. Ian, thank you. TJ?
All right, very George, and everybody at home, I want you all to look at your screens and really a touching toy drive that's become an annual tradition. This is at the Hershey Bears hockey game, and what they do is a teddy bear toss. They encourage the fans to bring these teddy bears in and stuffed animals. They're going to be donated to charity, but this year they do it after the team scores the first goal, but 46,000 toys were tossed down onto that ice, and they had to stop the game for a little bit to collect them all, but they've been doing this the past several years. They even have a local fan who actually matches financial donations, so they end up raising up to $30,000, $40,000 each year. Well, just a cool toy drive there, but a cool thing to see all that happen.
They just keep coming.
They keep coming. So they broke a record, they say, this year. It's 46,000.
Creating all kinds of smiles.
That's cool.
Okay, thank you, TJ. Following a lot of other stories this morning, including a mother who claims her 10-year-old daughter was attacked on vacation while swimming with dolphins.
And it is Cyber Monday, how to score the best deals on phones, iPads, and more before time runs out. But first, let's go back to Rob.
Hey, Mary, check out the snow falling in Steamboat. They've had nearly 90 inches of snow already after blizzard conditions this weekend. Select Cities now brought to you by State Farm.
Congrats, Kim. You got your own car with your own insurance.
No more driving that old hand-me-down.
Did you trade it in?
My parents handed it down to my little brother.
You ready?
Yeah. Surprise! No, not beige Betty. You guys can't do this to me. Seriously?
My car is like a rite of passage.
How do you expect me to drive this?
Just turn the key and yeah, it's just
some of this.
It's automatic, dual cup holders.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Bundle up today. A warm coat, gloves, hat, all of it. Get ready for the cold and the increasing winds. And we could have an occasional snow shower coming through from time to time today. We'll start out in the 30s. We'll get up into the mid 40s for high temperatures today. In fact, all week long, expect high temperatures to stay under 50 degrees. Tomorrow, 47. We're breezy and cool. Midweek, partly cloudy with some lighter winds until Thursday. Toys for Tots, perfect weather, the high 43 and sunny.
Your Monday is off to a good start, and we'll be right back.
I'm working on a novel. It's about my life.
and my sisters. I wish to propose a new member.
My girls have a way of getting into mischief.
Well, so do I.
My dreams are different than yours. I want a home and a family.
I intend to make my own way in the world.
No one makes their